Children, RNA show little bit difference with the DNA. RNA is a ribonucleic acid. Okay, it is one of the important nucleic acid of the cell. This nucleic acid, it is made up of ribose sugar, phosphate molecule, and the 4 type of nitrogenous base, just like the DNA. Okay, but here in the nitrogenous base, you find little difference. Okay, that is here adenine, guanine, cytosine and uracil is present in place of thymine. Okay, uracil is present here in place of thymine. Okay, both means they are also what we can say that purine and pyrimidine. What you studied about the DNA, same thing is there, but as you know that purine contains adenine guanine and pyrimidine contains thymine cytosine. Herein in the RNA you came to know that adenine guanine purine base are the same, but in place of thymine uracil and the cytosine are present. Okay. Second important difference you can find in RNA and DNA, it is that it is a single stranded structure. DNA was a double stranded structure. RNA is a single stranded structure. Only that rail is seen to one side. Okay. So herein you will find that the large number of nucleotides are bonded together to form the macromolecules of RNA. Okay, all these different types of molecules like ribose sugar, phosphate molecules, and 4 types of nitrogenous bases, they are bonded together to form the macromolecule. Macro means the bigger one. See here in the figure, you are observing that complete molecule. So according to the function, there are 3 different types of RNA. Okay, are you clear about the RNA? It is the same structure, but it is a single stranded structure, and in place of thymine, herein uracil is present. Okay, so 3 types of RNA are, first one is ribosomal RNA, then messenger RNA, then transfer RNA. So the name itself is telling its function. The first one, the molecule of RNA, which is the component of the ribosome organelles, is called a ribosomal RNA. Children, ribosomal RNA means you know that in the cell, when you had studied the structure of cell, therein as you studied the structure of RNA, nucleus, along with that you know that our ribosome is one of the cell organelle present inside the cell. Okay. So what is the ribosomal RNA? The molecule of RNA which is the component of ribosome organelle. Okay. Ribosome organelle, if it contains the RNA structure, it is called as a ribosomal RNA. Okay. And you know that it performs the function of protein synthesis. You had studied the function of ribosomes. Ribosome perform the function of protein synthesis. Protein is synthesized in the ribosome. So the molecule of RNA if they contain the ribosome, it is called as a ribosomal RNA. Second is messenger RNA. Herein the RNA molecule, ribonucleic acid molecule, it carries the information of protein synthesis. Protein that is synthesized in RNA, that message is carried by the messenger RNA, okay, to the ribosome in the cytoplasm. Are you clear now? RNA, if contain the ribosome, it is called as ribosomal RNA, and that synthesize the protein. Okay, but this message of production of synthesis of protein by the ribosomal RNA, it is transferred by messenger RNA to the where? To the ribosomes which is present in the cell. Okay, it is passed. It pass only the message. Okay, then third is the transfer RNA. So after getting the message from the ribosomal RNA to the ribosome which is present in the cell, it's done? This RNA or this ribosome or this protein which is synthesized is actually transferred by the transfer RNA. Okay, the RNA molecule which according to the message of messenger RNA carries the amino acid. You know, proteins means amino acid. It carries the amino acid to the ribosome. It is called as a transfer RNA. What it is called as? Transfer RNA. So ribosomal RNA, it produces the proteins. Then then that protein is produced. That message is given by messenger RNA to the ribosome which is present in the cell. After getting the message, that ribosome, it is passed. Okay, it is directly passed in the form of amino acid to the ribosome which is present in the cell. This is called as transfer RNA. This is all about the RNA, ribonucleic acid. Now I think you are clear about the RNA and the DNA. Okay, how that characters are passed from parents to the offspring, you are clear. After that, you know that the transfer of hereditary character occurs from parents to the offspring. But you know that parents are two, mother and father. So who is dominant, who is passing the more characters, or how it is passed? For that, the scientist Mendel worked hard and he gave us certain idea that how the characters get transferred or in which form they are transferred from parents to the offspring. So that we will study. Okay. So Mendel's principle of heredity. Scientist Mendel has studied it. Genetic material is transferred from parents to progeny. You know it. It is transferred from parents, but if both the parents make the equal contribution of inheritance of characteristics, which characteristics will appear in the progeny? Really, it is a question in front of us. If both are passing in equal quantity, which character will be seen in the progeny, that is in the offspring? So that was studied in detail by the scientist Mendel. Okay, come to the page number 84. So for that, what he did, he studied a lot. He took the example of the pea plant. Okay, he worked first on the pea plant, that is in scientific name is Pisum sativum, and therein he studied the different characters of that plant. He studied shape of the seed, color of the seed, color of the flower, shape of the pod, color of the pod, then position of flower, height of the plant. He studied all these characters and he found that the characters, if for example, if we are taking the shape of the seed, some are round and some are wrinkled. So whatever is powerful, that is called as a dominant, and whatever is having a less quality, that is called as a recessive. So accordingly, each character he considered as a dominant and a recessive one. And when there is a crossing of dominant and the recessive characters, he observed that the first generation, second generation, when that character is passed, they are producing the different progeny. Okay, that is seen in different way in the different parents. Okay, that was the good work, or we can say that the important work done by the scientist Gregor John Mendel. Children, this Gregor John Mendel, he was born on 20th July 1820 and his death was on 6th January 1884. Okay, children. So he studied in detail the inheritance of some characteristics. He showed that the inheritance of characteristic followed certain principle. So he studied it in detail. For that he studied the monohybrid cross, means by taking only one characters, and how the new generation is produced, next generation is produced. After that he studied the two characters, and accordingly he made the clear that what type of progeny will be formed. Okay, children. Thank you.